Hey guys, Jeff here. Today we got some wolf talk. This almost might verge on a rant. In fact, I'm going to list this as one of my rants. Now, this is not meant for kids, and let's dig into this. Now, the topic of today was I was watching Young Ripper 59, aka Eric D. July on Twitter. If you don't follow him, you should. The man knows his comics, and he's a libertarian, though he's a little bit more extreme on the libertarian side than I am. But he still got a good word to say. And he was listening to some guy who was talking about libertarians wanting to support fascism, and Ripper was trying to get him to explain what fascism is, and every time this other guy opened his mouth, I just cringed and facepalmed. It's like, what the fuck are kids being taught in school? Because as a side rant, I saw this article from Newsweek. I posted it on my Facebook. I think I also posted it on Twitter. You can find me at Jeff the Iron Wolf, at Jeff Shawley on Twitter. I literally posted this. On Newsweek, they ran a poll. More than 50% of polled adults didn't even know the Holocaust even happened, even though there is mountains of evidence to support that it did. These people had no fucking clue the Holocaust even happened and, Jews were slaughtered in World War II. And gypsies and, the mentally insane and basically anybody Hitler deemed unfit. Had no freaking clue this happened. And I'm just like, oh, God. This just ties into we need a better education reform because kids aren't being taught shit that actually happened. And they don't understand what actual fascism is. You see, folks, and everybody points to Nazi Germany. Well, by the end of World War II, they turned into fascists, but they didn't start out that way. No, ladies and gentlemen, Nazis were short for National Socialists. Gee, doesn't that sound familiar? No, the true fascist was Fascist Italy. And if you want to read the book on fascism, you'll look to Benito Mussolini. He literally wrote the book on fascism, in which, and this might shock a lot of people, basically the state controls all means of production, finances, everything. You are loyal to the state owns all, and you will do what the state says, whether you like it or not. For example, I love to use this thing before. Let's say back in World War II, you're in, fascist Italy, and you own, say, Porsche. And this will be a contrast between fascist Italy and Nazi Germany. In Nazi Germany, it was, okay, you own Porsche. We want this at this number at this time, and you will produce it or else. Or else we're going to come in, nationalize, take it over anyways, and you're going to lose your company. But as long as you do as you say, when we say, and how we say it, you'll get to keep your company, and you'll get to make a cut. But you'll get to own it. That was Nazi Germany. Under fascist Italy? No. The state of Italy owned Porsche. You were a government-appointed overseer of Porsche. You did what they want, when they want, how they wanted, or you'd be thrown in jail, if not shot. And if they want you to pour piss out of a boot and drink it, you're going to do it, or go to a jail and get shot. See, when all these leftist idiots scream, fascist, 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 I have to literally sit there and use this meme of, fascism. You keep using this word. I don't think you understand what it means. Because quite literally, no one truly these days, except for people who actually crack open a history book and actually educate themselves about it, truly understand what fascism means. And one of my other favorite things is like, if you don't support gun confiscation, you're a Nazi and a fascist. And I'm going, you have no idea how ass backwards that is. Because going back to that whole Holocaust statement I made earlier, what a lot of people don't understand, the first thing that Nazi Germany did when they cemented power and wanted to get rid of Jews, they passed laws outlawing Jews and other people who they didn't want from owning guns, and then they went in and confiscated them. Go to any Holocaust survivor or family member of a Holocaust survivor that's still alive and ask them if they like gun confiscation. I will guarantee you the answer will be no. Because that's how Nazi Germany got them into concentration camps and then slaughtered them. The first thing they did was disarm them. That's what any tyrant does when they want to control a population. They disarm you. Look at the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia and look at Stalin. He disarmed the people and sent them off the gulag. Look at Mao Zedong in China. What did he do against the dissidents? He disarmed them. That's how he slaughtered 22 million people. That's how mass murderers and dictators control the population. They disarm them. Another reason why I believe in the Second Amendment. Granted, it's not one of the high reasons, but it's still a reason why I believe in the Second Amendment and I refuse to be disarmed. But if you have the temerity to say that if I don't support gun confiscation, I'm the Nazi, no, you're projecting, sweet cheeks. Nazis supported gun confiscation. It's how they killed people. So all these far left, and left-wing lunatics who believe this shit, yeah, you all are just ignoring history. And that's one of the biggest problems I have with these people. They just blatantly twist or ignore history and then try to project their ideas onto you. And it's like, dude, what the fuck are you even talking about? And the whole thing of, oh, I support billionaires for running everything. No, not really. But guess what? If you open a fucking history book, look at what happened in the Great Depression. We tried the very things you argued for. Guess what we quickly found out? It doesn't work. Europe has tried this for years, and they are quickly getting rid of these laws. Why? Because they quickly find out it does not work. It never has. It never will. Welcome to hell for all you lefty idiots. I know most of you aren't going to watch this, but Jesus fucking Christ, it just boggles my mind that all these left-wing idiots do not pay attention to history and realize the very things they're arguing for are the very things they're trying to accuse everybody else of. The hypocrisy is so real. It's down. I'd almost call it downright criminal how hypocritical these people are. And yes, they are hypocrites from the dark side of hell. But just so everybody's clear, this is not a rag on young Ripa. If anything, I question how he got through that little interview thing. Because I'd have gotten 30 seconds in and hung up and been like, I can't deal with this fool. I seriously can't deal with this fool. My God. How he did it, I will never know. I don't have that kind of patience. Anyways, there's your little romp through history yet again provided by yours truly. And I wish leftists would open a fucking history book. A real history book. Not this social leftist Marxist bullshit that they've been spoon-fed and think is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Marx was a maniac. And Lenin was even worse. They're trying to take away free will to have their utopian society, and it never, ever works. Never. Socialism and communism, no matter where it's been tried, has ultimately failed. Look at China. Yes, they still have a communist dictator regime, but to support their communist ways, they have had no choice but to incorporate hyper capitalism in certain sectors to prop up their economy because they had no choice. And they're having to implement more and more of it. That was one of the big reasons with Hong Kong, because they're trying to not only bend them to their will, but suck up all the money that they generate. Welcome to economics in, the 21st century. But anyways, I'm Jeff. That's enough of that rant. I'll catch y'all later. And stand by for parts 3 and 4 of my Ace Combat review.